Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In today's video, I'll show you the full process of how I made this collage animation with AI.
Imagine giants who ate entire cows as snacks and used giant rocks as pillows. Sounds crazy, right? Their story isn't just a legend. It's written across major world religions, from the biblical Nephilim to historical texts around the globe. So why did everyone believe it? Ancient civilizations kept uncovering massive, unexplained structures and giant fossils, convincing them these beings truly walked the earth. Could they have actually existed? Science remains skeptical, but with so many independent ancient accounts, many believe the truth is far deeper than just a myth.
This video was made using Claude and After Effects. Comment AI to get the tutorial and project file.
Now before we proceed, in order to make this work, you need a few subscriptions. First, you need After Effects, a Plus version of a Higgsfield account, and a standard version of Cloud. Go inside Higgsfield, click on MCP and CLI and follow the steps for the Cloud. Also, in the plugin section, download the After Effects plugin and install it. In this video, I created two versions, and in each one, I show you the pros, cons, and how to create the best animations with them. For the first approach, I copied everything the client wanted, including the script and the brief, into Cloud. Then, by connecting the Higgsfield MCP to Cloud, I asked Cloud to generate the still frames for the animation. After it was done, it was time for me to jump into After Effects and proceed from there. By uploading the still frames into Supercomputer inside the Higgsfield plugin, I set the model to Fable 5 and asked it to generate the motion graphics. I provided the scripts and all the necessary instructions, so that I let the Cloud start the process. After almost 30 minutes, Cloud generated the final version of the video, and this was the result.
Imagine giants who ate entire cows as snacks and used giant rocks as pillows. Sounds crazy, right? Their story isn't just a legend. It's written across major world religions, from the biblical Nephilim to historical texts around the globe. So why did everyone believe it? Ancient civilizations kept uncovering massive, unexplained structures and giant fossils, convincing them these beings truly walked the earth.
For me, the result was pretty boring and disappointing. Except for a few simple animations, I couldn't convince myself to deliver this as the final result to the client. Opening Higgsfield, I noticed this animation used around 35% of my credits, which was a lot for the quality I received in the end. Then I decided to approach it another way, where I didn't let the AI handle everything. I decided to use AI as a tool while directing the entire process myself. So I started like every designer, on Pinterest looking for the references and still frames for the animation. After watching a few videos, I exported some of the frames in After Effects. Then I opened Cloud. This time I asked Cloud to analyze the still frames, reverse engineer them for me, and create the image prompts. I didn't set the model to Fable 5 this time to avoid using too many credits. By using Higgsfield and different image generation models such as Seedance, Nano Banana, and others, I created these still frames and tested them by turning them into videos. I repeated the process until I found design styles that matched my taste. Now that I had the perfect still frames, I asked Cloud to generate animation prompts for each scene. The good thing about Cloud is that it also gives you a universal style tags for every scene, so your images and videos stay consistent across every generation. Then it was time to generate the videos. I uploaded the first scene, added the prompts, and tested using 3 different video generation tools: Seedance 2.0, Kling 3.0, and Gemini Omni Flash. The first results from all 3 were good. While Gemini had better sound design, Seedance generally produced better animations. However, the major problem with Seedance was that it kept adding random musics to every scene, making it much harder to do sound design later. To keep the project budget-friendly, I decided to use Seedance Mini and set the resolution to 720p. That way, I could create more generations without worrying too much about credits. And once everything was finished, I could increase the quality using the upscale feature in Higgsfield. After finishing the generation, I wasn't happy with some of the scenes, so I went back to Cloud and asked it to modify them for me. Meanwhile, I also noticed that the scenes ended abruptly and looked very basic. So I asked Claude to design 4 transitions as well. I also told Claude that since I know After Effects and compositing, it should use that as an advantage and create chroma key transitions. Finally, I had all of the scenes ready, and it was time to get back to After Effects and continue. By the way, if you're an advanced AI creator, you could probably create the whole video in one attempt, but I wanted to have full control over every single scene. In After Effects, I simply sequenced all of the layers using the keyframe assistant menu. Once the sequence were done, I started adding the transitions. I removed the green backgrounds using the key light effect, and also I have added the tritone effect to some of the transitions so they match the original reference. During the process, some of the generations still weren't good, so I modified them by asking the Claude and repeated the same steps again. Once the basic draft was finished, it was time to add the voiceover. I used Hexfill to generate the narration for each scene, and I adjusted the timing using the stretch factor in After Effects. By the time I finished the narration, I decided to add textures to improve the overall look. I used a few effects such as grain, CC vignette, halftone textures, and post-rise time to give the animation more character. Then I reached another major challenge, the music and sound effects. Unfortunately, Hexfill doesn't offer music generation yet, so I opened 11 Labs and described the music I wanted. After a few attempts, I finally got something I liked. After importing it in After Effects, I adjusted it with a few rhyme cuts to better match the video. I also lowered the volume of the original generated videos so I could use them as a reference for creating the final sound effects. Lastly, I designed this call to action using the Claude, masked the text section, and added the logos with a simple text animation. And that was it. With this approach, I was much happier with the results. It took me around 300 credits and I had full control over everything I wanted to create throughout the entire process. Overall, I would say this version took me around 2 hours to complete. My biggest takeaway is that the supercomputer is surprisingly good at handling small tasks in your motion design workflow. However, trusting it with full control over your entire project is something I personally wouldn't recommend unless you have the budget to experiment and test. You could also complete the entire workflow directly inside Claude, but as I have mentioned earlier, you will have much less control over the animation and final result. And that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments and we will answer them as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next one. Have fun.